will say, I am the X. And I will understand. I am the X that called yesterday. I will understand. Because I did not note your number. It was after the fact, after you had hung up, then you see calls coming in. Then I didn't know who called before you did or who came after you did. I would have picked your number. You're sabotaging. That you don't like your mother, you don't like your father, you don't like your brothers. Oh, they give me money, I will use it. I'll go and buy a mansion. You and mansion, you can only sleep in one 14 by 14 or 14 by 12. The rest is useless. Most of you people in your mansion, you can't even step your foot in some of the rooms until you bid the world goodbye. The money you banked overseas, you don't even have access to it when you bid the world goodbye. You are a rich man with no home. You are a mansioneer with no identity. Because once you relinquish your indigenous identity, you are floating. You are floating. You are like paper being carried by the wild wind. When the paper is raised up, obeying the orders of the wind, until it comes to a spot, it drops the paper. The paper thinks it's rested. The next thing you know, another wind comes, pulls it up high. And then if the paper has sense, it'll say, when will this stop? Where will be my permanent landing place? So it is you. So it is that will be the faith of the saboteur. You will have no home. The Dubai mansion will be a mansion, all right. It runs into who is who that have no identity. Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? You are cheating yourself. You are cheating your mother. You are cheating your father. You are cheating your wife. You are cheating your children. Because once you commit these offenses, basing your argument that when you get paid for sabotaging, you will take them with you. Not to realize that they are also floating. As the men most of the time are only the ones that go first. Men are always 90% of the time being the ones that bid goodbye first. When you're there, they're happy. All is well. And any day you bid goodbye, farewell, their trouble starts. They can come up with the paper. The deed we did with your husband is for 10 years. The 10 years is up. Go and find you another place. Now, you know you're floating. You've lost your home. You've lost your identity. You lost your brothers. And you're losing the home you used as a bargaining chip to sabotage your people, including your family. Now your family, no home. Are you going back to your village? You cannot. Because when you made that deal, you gave up your ancestral land from somebody from the Sahel. Can I ask you a question? All these billionaire Mazi Allahs, why don't they have home in Dubai? All these rich Mazi Allahs, why don't they have homes in Saudi Arabia? All these rich Mazi Allahs and wrestlers, why don't they have home in Egypt and all over Sahel region? Why do they want your land and then ask you to go and live in their geographical location? If they can sift you, if they can fish you out, if they can lure you out of your land, your ancestral land, your identity, you are a freedom. So I'm asking you, why are you sabotaging? Why are you jealous? Somebody answer me. I will open the phone line when the women show up. I will cut it off because they are mixed up with the time. They usually come 8 o'clock. That's 9 o'clock Eastern time. So our sister visited New York and thought she's still in New York. Dr. Tina, please, I'm not mocking you, you know. It happens to me too. You know, it takes a while. This clock issue, it takes a while for you to get yourself together. We operate on Eastern time zone, not on Central zone time. So the call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra, USA. For all those listening that are inquiring for my past broadcast, I think it's becoming more in demand. I will call my friend to see. It's usually at www.ipobinusa.org. Then you go to Be Informed. And when you go to Be Informed, you see the radio. And when you go to the radio, you see broadcast. You see Radio USA 1, Radio USA 2. You start pressing for the month, and here you want to listen to. I want to make sure that's still available. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi ALOZIE.
Good morning, Chukwu Emmanuel. Welcome. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm calling from my location. I greet you, Mazi ALOZIE, for your efforts every day. Will be your strength. I greet my leader, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for a time like this. Yes, let me go straight. This 14th September, sit at home. I suggest that it remain only for today is 4. Remain 10 days. That we do everything to advertise this 14th September so that people will understand and make sure that that day everybody will sit in his house to remember saboteurs. Let me talk to saboteurs. When we are talking about saboteurs, when we are talking about Igbo people, Igbo One Nigeria saboteur, this group of people, I wonder, after hearing all this information that is coming from left and right, somebody Igbo man, somebody Biafra, somebody ordinary Nigerian person, we would like to collect money and sold himself, number 1, and sold his family, number 2, and sold his villages, number 3, and sold his states. What a shame. How long this group of people will reason and think? Because somebody like Warrior, there was a music of Warrior, he said, Eliwozo, Biwehi, Undi Iberiba Urehi, Nehi Weriehi Erichaya, Manozo Nagawe and Ozane Church. The Bible also said, what shall it profit you to gain the whole world and lose your soul? You know one thing, our people are pampering saboteurs, and by doing so, these saboteurs, they grow with wings, flying everywhere. But the foolishness, they don't spare any idiot as a saboteur. They kill him off. And that is why they are doing well. Until our people try to remember that saboteur does not want to allow to live, because they are Satan themselves.
Right,
they don't deserve to live life because they are evil people.
Yeah, thank you.
So I greet you, Mazi ALOZIE. This thing I suggest every day, let us make it as a topic so that people will hear it very well. Thank you very much.
Oh, here, dear friend. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Mazi ALOZIE, good afternoon from here.
Good morning, welcome.
My name is Mazi Joseph. I'm calling from Houston. I'm the national PRO in the Netherlands. Mazi ALOZIE, I'm following your program. You are doing very, very
You sound far away from your phone, Mazi. You sound far away from your phone.
Are you hearing me clearly?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now.
I said, my name's Mazi ALOZIE. I'm the national PRO in Netherlands.
Welcome.
Mazi, I'm following your program. You are doing very, very wonderfully well. May you bless you. And bless all Biafrans all over the world. And protect our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, I want to use this opportunity to make some announcement. IPOB Amsterdam, Netherlands is hosting their mega rally protest on the 15th of this month in Den Haag. Please, I want to all Biafrans in Europe, Western Europe to come, because this protest is going to be the mega one, going to shake all Western Europe. This protest is going to be a mega protest in all over Europe. Please, I want all Biafrans to come in Den Haag, and we'll have a free, for those that is coming from Amsterdam, we'll have a free transportation that will carry them from Amsterdam to Den Haag. Please let everybody come. This protest is going to be the mega protest in Europe. We're going to shake Den Haag. We're going to shake ISIS. We're going to shake all over that Den Haag. All the zoo, all the embassies in that place are going to shake them that day. Let everybody come 15th of this month. Thank you, Mazi. That's what I want to say. Thank you, mate. God bless you.
God bless you.
You are doing wonderful work.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Please leave your message for...
Yeah, just got off. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Good morning, Mazi ALOZIE. My name is Mazi, and I'm calling from Brazil.
Welcome.
Thank you much. Mazi ALOZIE, first and foremost, I want to appreciate your effort in your broadcast, and also want to appreciate our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whatever he is suffering now in that DSS dungeon. Mazi ALOZIE, my submission this morning is quite different from the submission you have. What I want to submit mostly in Biafra land is what is going to happen to that contraption called Nigeria, created by Zoo, is likely to be exactly what happened in Afghanistan. Hello? Am I coming out?
We are listening to you.
Thank you. What exactly happened in Afghanistan is likely to take place in Nigeria. First, they have shown themselves by rehabilitating the repentant Boko Haram into the military. And you saw what happened in the Nigerian Defense Academy. This is the first step. Secondly, they are going to invade Asorok. That person parading himself, Yusuf Mohammed parading himself as the Buhari, will leave the office. Now these people are going to take place. They are going to take possession of Asorok. And now they are planting their military zoos. They are planting their military into Biafran land. What they are going to do after they take over Asorok, they are going to implement their Sharia law by telling their people to use AK-47 to parade themselves in the southeastern Nigeria. But our response to their, Fulanis that are so desperate in their activities, but our response to their military system, we define to them our readiness to defend Biafra land, and we will not allow these things to happen. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our created Eastern Security Network to defend our land exactly what took place in Afghanistan is likely to take place in Nigeria when this Boko Haram will invade Asorok. They would like to enforce this Sharia law in the southeast, south part, and southwest. But we are ready to prepare. We are going to meet them head on, just as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, and we are not going to leave our land. We are not going to give our land to all these people that came from Kutajolo. So my submission to Biafran people is we are going to be prepared, because exactly what happened in Afghanistan is going to take place in Nigeria. But we will not allow these people to penetrate our Biafran land. Thank you, Mazi ALOZIE. This is my submission this morning. Thank you, and I also want to plead. Plead to God Almighty Elohim to deploy more wisdom to your what I say.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi ALOZIE were very Shabbat Shalom and a very good afternoon from here. I remember Mazi Coronel from Warsaw, Poland, and I hear from Amaka in the province of Biafra land. Onion remains our leader, fanatic, men of valor, radicals all over the world. I appreciate all of you. Mazi, yeah, your preaching have to be precise and concise to the point. Mazi, you see the killing of Sowore, younger brother, in the Ibunedio University of Kada in Edo State. Mazi, one will start to wonder, how did these people, engineer, I'll call you back, how did these people know and identify this guy, know where he's studying? Mazi, these are the bandits. I don't know if it was clear, was it on the road? And how do they identify this guy that is a brother to Suore? Who is the saboteur? Who is behind it? This is another question. How do they identify that guy? How do they know that he's Suore brother? Because everybody know that at that point they are chasing him, and they are chasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Igbo. Now another thing, Mazi, you preach here is exactly what is happening in Imo State. You see, the Supreme Court governor of Imo State, he asking my own people from Njaba local government and some parts where he come from to relocate, and relocate to who? That's another way of paving way for the full Fulanization and Islamization of the country. And this is why he's doing everything, bringing all Arsenal in Imo State. Even the worship or the what armored that to put in supply all of them are in Imo State. And this man continue to bring them, doing everything new can to Islamize God. He was trying the other time to give Ibaba, but people resisted. And I want to use the opportunity to tell our people between Wangene and Unkwere and Njaba and this, to put their eye on that Ibaba, see what is going there. Because one cannot tell what is happening there now. People, our intent should work there seriously and look what is happening there. It's very, very important this time. Very, very important. About 14 September, somebody asked you, I think it's our beloved brother and father, Chuku Emmanuel. The jingle will be out very soon, and it shall be sent to you. And another thing, you have announced about radio. I think one and every other place, so by grace of Elohim, before the weekend they will speak. Mazi, I am authorized to make this announcement from National Coordinator of Belgium, Mazi Kinsley Wanko Isog. He's calling their people in Belgium that their first annual meeting holds on the 11/9/2021 at Road Cloud, 1070 Anderlecht. And the number or contact they will reach is +32 651 793 83. And the second
Mazi, repeat that.
4676.
Repeat that.
9615.
Repeat.
Can reach one quick.
Repeat
and
the phone number.
Another thing of importance, of course, I've sent the
phone number
to the European Rep and the deputy.
Repeat that phone number.
If you are a national coordinator, you are coming on air daily, and you are. I don't know if you are ashamed to say you are a national coordinator of social country, and you are using a different name. You don't want to disclose the ID. And my question is this: where are you? Are you working for IPOB? Are you working for for the other way around, because we lack information that those people you are working for, they are not part of this IPOB. And when we talk about saboteurs, we must be very, very careful. If you are for IPOB, declare yourself. If you are the other way around, please make it open. Make it open, because it cannot be a national coordinator of a country. You come in with a different name. You don't want to. You never talk to one day that I am the national coordinator of so people. This is number to these people in that country. If you want to join us, call this number and join. We must be proud of who we are. Mazi, I remain chronic. I think I leave it briefly. And
I told you to repeat the phone numbers of those Netherlands that will be having their gathering. The volume was drowned. Okay, you're done. You're off. Well, we'll get them out one by one. You either serving Biafra or you're not. You know, your people come first. Your people come first. You come first. Those that are killing you, those that are uprooting you, have an agenda of removing you. And that's what they're doing. Call out your name and where you're calling from. Call out your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are waiting. You're far off.
Yeah, thank you very much. I don't want to waste time. But I will just give the quick one right now. Mazi, I am a kind of flabbergasted and I don't want to use a word, tired of some certain polished English words. I keep on listening to so many callers and so many of us that have been calling on radio using some polished English at this present time. I keep watching, listening with keen interest. At the end of every of the opinions and suggestions or whatever, I wait patiently to see where the analogies and things they want to say, where it ends. And it buttress down that at the end of the English and every other thing, no solution. Just like giving someone a prophecy without a solution. All this menace right now, what are the solutions to that? This Obobo English, we are not in for this English this time around. People should if you don't comport yourself or tell us we are in a critical time, we need some certain things that will enable, that's enabling response that will give us a rapid reactions to some certain need. Now, you come up on radio and you keep reminding the Northerners, even if they don't even know that this thing is going to be is applicable or is possible to do. You come to radio here and you start telling them by telling us that this is what they are going to do, and in the time to come, where did you get this information? And at the end of it all this mala, all this funny, will start carrying out this same thing they have on this radio, and you don't have any solution for that. Why giving such information, or why giving us things that they don't have any solution to?
Information
I'm sick and tired of this kind of
information
thing.
Like what?
Huh?
Information like what?
Oh, it's not information. What I said that there's somebody called and said that Fulani are surrounding us, and they want to use the Taliban techniques to cover Nigerians, and that the armies and whatever they brought in Biafra land will take over the Biafra land and Islamize us. How did he get that information?
My brother,
does it mean that we don't have any plan or what?
That has nothing to do with our plan. What he
There are
is
some
saying,
certain things that people are saying. I keep wondering where they got such kind of analogy or something.
I will answer that. There are some information you get. You use data. You use events happening around you to predict the future. The weatherman can forecast based on the data available. It's not going to be 100%. With events surrounding us, with the activities of the Fulanis, who they've told you they are not going anywhere. Are they going anywhere? No. Now they told you that they are going to get your land. They are getting your land. They told you that they own the land. We are not disputing it. We are not fighting for it. And those that are advocating that you listen to what they are saying, you are criticizing for them saying it. When we know, when we inform, no roga, no giving of land to Fulani herdsmen, they must comply with the no grazing law. That is genuine, because once you comply with that, once you give them the chance, they are going to take the land. They are in Enugu. Have they left Enugu? No. They are in Anambra. Have they left Anambra? No. They are in Iguacha. Have they left Iguacha? No. They are in Abia. Have they left Abia? No. They are in a Delta. Have they left Delta? No. Now, they were given arms and ammunition. They acquired tanks. Did they use it? No. Did they use it against the Boko Haram? No. Where are the arms? Where are the tanks? In our land. Is that false information? It is not. I know what you're trying to say, and we have answered that question, and we can continue answering it. There is time for everything. Our leader is somewhere, and you think, you plan, and you carry it out. I told you what the Inter-Society of Nigeria said. The activities of the Fulanis and the Nigerian army, they are shouting it, they are writing it. A mere response, they say, oh, IPOB is a terrorist organization. How are you going to defend it? You saw when the gunmen, unknown gunmen were acting, oh, they said it's IPOB. It turned out to be the same people that are committing the atrocities. They wanted to lure you. They have their people. They have their people that are backing them to crucify you. There will be a time. Let them show the evidence to the world. Let the world see what these Fulanis are doing. And then, when you respond, we are justified. Bruce Fine is spreading the message. He has seen the treatment our people are receiving. And he will let the government know. Let the government of US know. Let foreign governments know. Your power is not the same as the power of a recognized body, whether they are terrorists or not. Those that recognize them know that they are terrorists, but at the same token, they rather prefer them over you. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. Let me point out something to you. We are not cowards. We fight back. We've always fought back. And we are not afraid of anything. Why Britain is doing what they are doing is because they know you, front and back. They know your capabilities. They know what you can do in a split of a second. And our late Dim Odumegwu also said it. He said certain things when he was living after the war. Who you are and what to expect from our people. One thing is to deny who you are. You can deny as much as you want to. You can oppose. You can always give your opinion. The facts are there. The facts are that those killing you want you dead. They want you out. So we are used to argument. We are used to having our opinions heard. We are not experts. It is the information of the past. When you gather them, you can predict what is going to happen. And then you prepare. You prepare. Let me... there's something here. If you listen to Harold Wilson, what he said, if that doesn't strike fear in you, I wonder what else will. These are people that came. They saw you. They assessed you. And they concluded that you are a threat to them. How do you think that they are going to welcome you? How do you think that they are going to give you the chance? You, a black man. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Mazi ALOZIE. Let me join you with my sisters and see here. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, my sisters, we're on the air. Mazi ALOZIE is here. Good morning, Mazi ALOZIE. Good morning, my sisters. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you. Great Biafrans, friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom, freedom fighters, listeners of Radio Biafra and IPOB worldwide. This is a great family. This family called IPOB is a wonderful, great family. We want to not lose track of that, no matter where the wind is blowing, however the wind is blowing right now. People squabble in families, people have misunderstanding in families, but people settle their misunderstanding in their families. So I want to remind the great Biafrans that we are one family in IPOB and to continue to work together. As our theme will tell you this morning, that we must come together, work together, and stay together to accomplish our goals. My name is Dr. Tina Eberechukwu. I'm Ada Biafra from the heart of Biafra land, Olo province. We welcome you to our program this morning, this wonderful Saturday morning.
Okay, I'm logging out.
Are we doing what?
Say I'm muting myself out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We are not as happy as we could be because our leader is still in the camp of our enemies. And we come every Saturday as IPOB women in the United States to share our thoughts. Today is the 4th of September, 2021. And you know that our leader is His Excellency, Onyendu Chiziterem Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's in the enemy's camp right today. But we are praying that God is protecting his intellect, protecting his soul, protecting his body as he endures all these atrocious punishments and deeds that DSS continue to make on him. He is the director of both Radio Biafra and Biafra Television. We thank our Onyende. We thank him because he is able to endure even physical harm, mental harm, emotional harm, to make sure to stand still, to tell everyone in the world that he wants nothing else but Biafra. We thank him. We thank God for such a man who can actually do that. They are one in a million. There have been people like Mahatma Gandhi in India. There have been people like the South African leader. One of my sisters remind me, Nelson Mandela. There have been people like Nelson Mandela. People like Martin Luther King in the United States of America. Those people come once in a lifetime, once in a long generation of people. Now we have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do not forget, dear friends, what you have in front of you. You have a man who has we haven't seen any other like him since Ojukwu, but in a different way. He's greater than Ojukwu, as we can see already. So let me tell you, my people, let's not squander this opportunity that God has given to us. We thank you, Mazi ALOZIE, and all of our Radio Biafra presenters and personnel. We thank our brothers, our sisters who call morning, day, and night to contribute to the discussion on Radio Biafra. And we thank IPOB leadership for what they are doing. And we encourage them to do more. Stay steadfast. Stay the course. Do not deviate. We know where we're going. You are leading the way. And of course, we thank Biafrans in Biafra land. There is something that they're doing and they have been doing that we have not exactly pointed out and recognized. Duly, we need to recognize mind and have been made up. They now have made up their minds to stay the cause of the restoration of Biafra. We thank our people on the ground because you have made up your mind. No matter where the wind blows now, we know that you have made up your mind that Biafra must be restored. Thank you for what you do. This morning I'll let my sisters introduce themselves and then we'll pray and we'll move on to our topics. Sister Kunde, go ahead.
Okay, my sister. Thank you. Greetings, my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are today. Friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom. I thank all of you. Listeners of Radio Biafra, wherever you are. May Chukwu Kabia Makurmi Henile bless all of us as we gather today to listen, to hear what our sisters are going to tell us. My name is Akunne. I am from Owerri province. As you know, it is always my pleasure to welcome you on Saturday Women Program. Stay tuned. We will be together today and tell you what is in our mind. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sister Cecilia.
Good morning, wonderful people of Biafra all over the world. My name is Cecilia, and I come from Umuahia. I just want to thank all of you this morning for listening to us. And I want to thank you especially that you've been holding on the fort. You've been holding on so strongly. I just want to say thank you very much. And continue in the work that you're doing. Continue encouraging one another. Continue standing together, even as we speak to you this morning. We just want to encourage you and strengthen you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sister Cecilia. Sister Victoria?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, freedom fighters all over the world. The team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and other well-meaning Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This morning is another day of meeting when we come together to discuss the way forward in our struggle. We remember that you can never win a goal if you stop by the way, or if you allow yourself to be distracted with things that doesn't matter. Just like our leader said, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is always and always Biafra or Biafra. Anything that takes you away from that direction, we don't want it. Therefore, stand strong, steadfast in the teaching of our leader and the belief of Chukwu Abiyama that it will surely come to pass. I am your sister, your daughter, your wife, Victoria Abumwapongwa. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sister Akunle, would you please pray for us?
Yes, my sister. Let us pray. Almighty and ever living God, Chukwu okike abịa pụrụ ihe niile nke bi n'eluigwe. This is another day we have gathered in your presence to thank you for your blessings, your love, for protecting us today, and all the good things you are doing in our life. I pray that you protect our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Give him the strength to support all the things he's going through. Father in heaven, you know how our leader loves you. Please never let him suffer in vain. Bless his family, his brothers and sisters wherever they are. Bless IPOB family, that through the work and the teachings of our leader, everybody may take example of his life. Bless our Eastern Security Network, that through you, they will continue doing their job perfectly. And all the people that broadcast Radio Biafra, into your hands, we command them to you, that you bless them, guide all of us. What we are looking is for freedom. We are asking for a referendum, so that at last we may completely restore our motherland. All this I ask through Jesus Christ, our Lord.
My dear sister, now this morning we have already told you that our theme is come together, work together, stay together, be our friends, because our enemies are coming from all sides. All sides. They will pick us off if they can. They will come and give us money if we accept it. They will bribe if we accept it. And we are not going to do that. Simply because we've been taught. We know how they come. If you know the devices that your enemy will use, if you know what your enemy is planning to do, then you come prepared. You stand firm, no matter what side they come from. And they're coming from all sides, like I said. Come together, work together, and stay together, be our friends, because our enemies are plenty. There are many of them, and they're coming from all kinds of ways. Our first topic is, we ask for referendum. Let me make it clear. We ask for referendum. Whether Nigerian, the zoological country wants to understand that or not, We are not asking for war. We ask for referendum. We are against the Nigerian election in Biafra, though. We do not want to permit any more Nigerian election in Biafra. And we ask that civil disobedience must continue in some form and fashion in Biafra. Ladies, are these the things that we're asking for? Are these the things that we believe? Because I think we're mixing in this chaos of our leader being in the enemy's camp and many voices speaking and people very distressed, and we understand because we are distressed right now as well. We understand you're distressed, how far and how much everyone is distressed. But in the distress, you must not cause confusion. Let's make it clear what we believe. We believe that we are asking for referendum. We believe that we don't want Nigerian election in Biafra land. And we also believe that civil disobedience must continue in some form and fashion in Biafra land. Sister Victoria, would you please help me? Is that what we believe in?
Thank you, my sister. Our belief has been made clear by our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who God used to open the eyes of the blind. Anytime I think about it, I know that we were gone as a race. We have been replaced by a wanderer or a wanderer group for Fulani. If God, by his mercy, by his appointed time, did not raise up a man called Nnamdi Kanu. We know, according to the saying, that drops of water make the ocean. Little by little, before the war, when they made their declaration that an Igbo man or a Biafran, when you put them at the bottom, they will go all the way up. When you take them out, they will find their way in. They have already decided that they don't want us. Now the war solidifies it. Many ethnic groups that are suffering now join in to destroy Biafra. Biafra hold forth until they can no longer hold, or because of some misunderstanding that came between the leader and the people that are being led. Since then, like drops of water, our people have been succumbing themselves to Fulani Islamic rule. Some of them, like our sister said, through bribery. Some of them through coercion. Some of them through force, killing, and all that. To the extent now that they can come to our land and have people that are answering Imam, which is foreign to us. They had the opportunity now to install a governor against the will of the people. They have opportunity now to begin to take over our land. It didn't just start in one day. If our eyes were not opened by our wonderful leader, we wouldn't have known that our people have sold out. But right now that we know, what is our plan? Our plan is that we must get to our destination. They were happy when people were leaving the land, traveling out. Yes, all of them are going. And like our leader said, if God didn't catch us up at this night hour, our people would have been happy traveling abroad and never coming back home. And by the time they come back home, the whole land has been covered by jihadis. Now, what is our hope and our plan? Our hope and our plan is that our struggle shall not be in vain. I recognize that self-determination is a situation that is accepted worldwide. If I'm lying on my left side and there is a stone on where I'm lying, I'm uncomfortable. I will have a right to change my position to my comfortable side. Referendum is one thing that can help us to make that decision. Up till now, some ethnic groups in Biafra land still don't know who they are.
up till now, some of their leaders are still misleading them. What do we do to know those who belong to this Biafra and those who don't belong? It is referendum. Once we do that, we are ready to be on our own. I don't care what people are saying. Some people say, oh, he said the truth, but we didn't like the way he said it. Well, somebody said the truth, for goodness sake. Which those who have been rubbing oil on your lips, rubbing oil on the farm, never told you. Look at the east. Look at anywhere once you leave Asaba going to be full of darkness. There is no road, there is no water, there is no electricity. And yet we have one of the most educated people over there. What are we doing with the election, for goodness sake? Since 1960, as history declares it, elections have been going on. If some of you have been looking at the social media, you see Fulani, they are still emphasizing, even though they are offering different governors in different states the opportunity to either become the president or the vice, they are still asserting their opinions that they have not yet finished. They need another 8 years of suppression. They need another 8 years of killing. They need another years of headsmen taking over your land by force. And then they are done. And then you can come in. But think about it the other way. Let's assume that finally they decided that another person can be a president or vice. Have you seen Osibanjo? Where is Osibanjo? Vice president. That is it. He's just there with the name Osibanjo, but we don't even know the role he plays. The time they were coming to Biafra land, when they wanted to prove a point, they brought him out from wherever they were hiding him. And he showed face. That his people are dying, that people are getting killed. What is his own portion? What is his position? Is that a leader? And in that matter, a Christian leader. What do you think? And now look at them. They are seeing the Enugu governor as the one that can lead. Some of their youth, they call it the Fulani youth or northern youth. Yeah, that's the one. Because those ones are part of the one that refuse to pass the no grazing law in their state. Because they want your state to be told us, who are you voting for? Are you voting for Ozadimba that is leading from Abuja? Are you voting for the one at Ebonyi State, the one at Abia State? Which of them are you voting for? My people, you see, if we come together, even if we are single brooms, which is pliable, single brooms, that can easily be broken. If we bind ourselves together under the teaching of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while we are looking up and trusting God, they cannot penetrate us. The governors already know that they cannot control the people at this time. The people, nobody controls them. What they know, which is the truth, controls them. They have proved it already. Therefore, if some of the people who hide themselves under the cloak of Biafra while they are working for Nigeria will not go and bribe all the people and get the gullible ones to come out for votes, I'm telling you, they cannot do nothing. It's going to be a declaration, open declaration, that we are Biafrans, we are not part and parcel of Nigeria's Fulani Islamic presidency and leadership. Can you see the corruption going on in the nation? Fulani pocketed the entire nation. Is that the people you're still going to vote for? My dear, you have been hungry for years. Since 1950, those who were born around 1950 are already old. If you have not been able to touch that national cake that Fulani has been enjoying, you cannot touch it even now. If you have not been able to handle anything in that zoo called Nigeria, this is too late. It is time for you to hold your appetite and listen to what our leader has said. No election in any part of Biafra land. If you feel you are a Biafran, and those are the ones I'm addressing this morning. If you are a Nigerian Biafran, well, go and wait for one Nigeria. Biafra is going, and Biafra is going. No election. That is our hope. Even if we pay with our lifeblood, as many people are already paying, as many people and others are still holding on. Yes, that is where we are going. That is our hope. Therefore, wherever you are, listen very well. No election. Don't allow yourself, the same spirit you're using, to hold on. Even when you were told that sit at home is cancelled,
You still don't go to your stores and you have not still died. For more than 3 months, you sat at home. You did not go to work because of COVID. Something stronger than COVID is here. Therefore, if it takes you to stay at home, those who will not die will not die. That's what we mean. That is our hope. That is where we are going. And I'll give my sister the opportunity to talk. It is left for us to affirm our declaration that we need referendum by all means possible. Thank you.
Thank you. Sister Cecilia.
Good morning, my sisters. That is a wonderful topic, and I'm so glad to talk about this morning. Referendum is not declaration of war. Referendum is not alienating yourself from those you've been relating with. Referendum is not moving away from your own decisions and your own person, who you are. But referendum is a peaceful process. It is a process whereby you cast one man, one vote. And this is a point of declaration, a point to say, this is what I decided. This is where I decided to be. And this is what I want to do. My fellow Biafrans, you are all so important. You are all so important. You can make decisions for yourself. You can decide where you want to go. You can decide where you want to belong. Like my sister has said, she said it perfectly well. Biafrans, we are proud Biafrans. We stand on referendum. And the decision is, we want to move out of this contraction called Nigeria. We now want to belong to our own separate nation. When Britain took the decision to leave the EU, it was a peaceful process. They did it the way it's supposed to be done. And everybody voted. And they decided, well, Britain, since you have decided, you can now go and say, oh, that's how Britain left the EU. And there are many other nations in the world that have made decisions based on referendum. My beloved Biafrans, ours is not different. We can make that decision and we can move out of this contraction and stay on our own. Despite the fact that so much bloodshed has been shed, despite the fact that we've lost so many people, I bet you, when we stand and we know who we are, some of you, like I have friends from some states, you ask them, where are you from? It's like you can see, they don't have the confidence to tell you, oh, I am from, they say it very quietly, oh, I am from Delta. And you're wondering, oh, I thought Delta was evil. They say, oh, no, we are Delta, we are Delta. You see, there is no confidence in what they are saying. But my beloved Biafrans, I want to tell you that you are Biafrans. Wherever you come from, whatever language you speak, you are Biafrans. And you have to stand tall. You have to be confident. And we have to demand for that referendum. That's where we stand at this time. And therefore, this brings us to the wonderful politics going on in Nigeria. Why do you think the Fulanis are now coming to tell us, oh, the Igbos don't have the numbers? Oh, they are not going to do electronic voting. Oh, it's the Northerners. They have to rule for 8 more years. You see, they keep saying these things over and over and over, and as they say it, it now stays in the subconscious of our people. Some of them are no longer confident. The stubborn in our midst are looking at it like, oh, no, we don't, they start repeating what the enemy is saying. This is propaganda, and we cannot allow this propaganda to get the best of us. They start saying, oh, you know, we don't have the numbers. Oh, you know, we know, not this time. Not this.
My beloved dear friends, I want you to stand strong, stand tall, and stand together. Because if we stand tall, we will get our own nation. And when we get to our nation, Biafra, we will do things the way it has been stipulated to be done. Not doing it this mago way. We will do it the right way. Some people are talking about voting. I am begging you, Biafra, do not succumb to taking bribes. Do not succumb to their evil plans. Do not succumb to any pressure that is put on you. How much will they give you? But think of it. When we get to Biafra, you will have that freedom to use your intellect, to use your ingenuity, to use your hands. Whatever gifts you have, you will excel in that area. You will not do something and somebody will come from Finland and snatch you away. No, we will have that opportunity to use our gifts in our own country and develop the place and make the South a habitable place. And I just want to say, my people, we have to stand strong. We have to stand together. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has told us who we are. He has encouraged us. He has taught us. He has made us understand that nobody can give us our independence apart from ourselves. Therefore, we are encouraging you this morning to stand strong, to stand tall, and not to give in to any kind of pressure. And because of that, you must continue with the civil disobedience because it is hurting Nigeria. They are scared of you when you stand and make a decision and say, this is where I stand. This is what I want to do. They get so scared. So we must stand strong.
Very good. Thank you.
And above all, we must stand together. Thank you.
Very, very good. Thank you very much. Now, Sister Akunne, do you want me to move to the next topic? Or do you want to add to the referendum and being against election in Biafra?
Yeah, let me add a word here because my sisters have said it all, you know. One of the sisters said that this Fulani government is installing those they call governors against our will. My sisters, this is total Islamization and Fulanization.
Yep.
Since this is what the Maporis has entered, if they haven't started, that's the day they started Islamizing us. And most of our people didn't get it. Till today, you hear some people telling me that it is impossible that they will Islamize Nigeria. Shame on these people. They are so far away on the reality that is coming upon them. For this being said, let me add one word again so that we can go to the next question. It's I'm just appealing to our Anambra brothers and sisters. You know what this imposter Buhari is doing all he can to capture Anambra State this time on coming election. Do you know why? It is simple. Anambra State is the soul of motherland. And when they capture Anambra State, what will happen? Biafrans, use your tongue to count your teeth. Biafrans, this is the time to get up. Get yourself together. Gather yourself, organize, and prevent the evil that is coming. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much. Just because of what my sister just said, I am going to say this one thing, and I know that I might make some of my Anambra brothers, I should say Omambra brothers and sisters mad. You are the catalyst of what we're talking about. You're the heart of what we're talking about now. We want you to discourage your people from participating, from holding rallies, from having anybody come to them and give them $5 and $10 and 10 naira and 20,000 naira and 10,000 naira. Please stop them now.
threaten your people back home if you accept any money from any politician that you're going to not have to help them in any other way. Make it clear to them because they are trying to steal the soul of Biafra land. You are the soul of Biafra. Use your tongue to count your teeth, just like my sister said. And remember the things that Mazi, His Excellency, has taught us. Don't forget where we started. Don't forget what he has told us. And if you people want to be that, I am telling you today, as a Biafra, I am telling you, I'm talking to you as my brothers and my sisters. If you do what you're about to do and allow this election to take place and sell us out, it will take us some time, but we will recover, but we will never forget. I am warning all of my Omambara brothers right now. I know my sisters they are coming along. My sisters will follow through. But my brothers, I am telling you, shine your eyes because they are coming for the head. Do you understand? They are coming for the head. And if you let the head be cut off, life will cease. Use your tongue, count your teeth twice, and make sure that this doesn't happen. We are appealing to you today. We are telling you now. Because we are crying out as women. We have our antennas up. We are crying out. We are crying out. Go back and listen to Mazi, His Excellency's speeches and his lectures on Radio Biafra. Go back and listen. And know who you are. Know who you are. Know who you are. Know your position in the family. If you know your position, you will not throw it away. Don't be like that person in the Bible who sold his birthright. I'm warning you. Thank you very much, my sisters. Let's go on. Onyendu has taught us through his speeches and actions that we should not sell out or accept a bribe. We want freedom for ourselves and others. Are these statements correct? Because we are not only fighting for ourselves, we are also fighting for all indigenous peoples in that contraction. And we are being warned by Onyendu's action himself. No matter how many oil wells that he has been promised in the past, no matter how many dollars and houses and Dubai, vacation houses in Dubai and everywhere else in the world, on Swiss Alps and or wherever they are, that they have promised to me in the past, he has not accepted. If you are not willing to act like our Onyendu, give way for us in IPOB. If you are not taking your actions and you're making yourself conform to how our leader is, if you're not becoming a disciple of Onyendu, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, move away. Take yourself out. Step aside. We are not telling you you're not a Biafran, but step aside in IPOB. Is that what we're saying, my sisters? Is that what we're saying? Sister Kunde, is that what we're saying?
Yes. Yes, my sister. That's what we are talking about. Yes. You know what I can say? By now, all of us, Biafrans, including myself, should understand or learn a lot of the teachings of our leader. And our leader has given himself as example to all of us. Also, he is a model to all of us. We should have learned a lot by now. If you are one of those selling others, your brothers or sisters, because of money, no, understand that you have first of all sold yourself. You have sold your soul. Tell me, what benefit will you have if you continue selling your grandchildren? Well, your life may not matter. Why sell the future, the rise of your grandchildren to Fulani Islamic State? Why doing that? Fulani slaves in our land. of our enemies, those killing us. They promise you heaven and earth. They do all they can to make sure that they bribe you. And you accept the bribery, go and sell your immediate brother, whoever, for money. Know that when you're doing that, you have committed sin in the highest order. Be careful whoever doing that. Be careful selling your brothers and sisters because of money. Now we are in danger in our land. What does it profit you? If you fail to redirect or direct your sister or your brother from, for instance, you see our enemies coming. Why can't you prevent your brother or sister from falling in the hands of these people? You see, our leader is in jail today because of what? Because he speaks the truth. Because he did not take the bribe money. Because he refused to sign the paper to abandon Biafra struggle. That's why our leader is suffering today. If our leader promised us, he will never sold us out. And that we are the people going to sort him out. And we are doing it and continue doing it. When are we going to start learning? Oh, my people, all of those selling us out should continue to be unconscious, wherever they may be. Biafra is a spirit that you can never mess with Biafra. You can never, no matter whatever you do, there will be no peace. No peace for you, wickedness. As soon as you have the mentality to sabotage what we are doing, no place for you in Biafra land. Indeed, Biafra is a spirit, as I said. Those idiots are tending to sabotage our struggle, like Uchemefo, Wazirike Lopuzodema of Imo State, governors of Eastern Region, sorry, Bokofo, who wanted to bring our leader down. None of you has stopped the restoration of Biafra. We are fighting for Biafra. That you, our brothers and sisters that are Biafrans, and doing this to us, you will remain unconscious forever and ever. Unconscious, you will never get up. You think our Chukwu program is not looking, it's not working, especially when you take an oath and you play around with the oath. And you take the oath, calling upon the name of God. You can go away and do nonsense, whatever you want. You think you are free. Continue. Those people behaving in this way, those evil governors, okay, let's say people that are supposed to protect their own children, protect their own people, you have disappointed us. But remember that God, the God we worship, the Chukwu Kradiyama, our leader, called every minute of the day, will not set you free if you continue messing up with our struggle. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much, sister. Thank you. Sister Victoria, what do you think? The speeches and the actions of our Mazi, has he not taught us enough?
Thank you, my sister. We will go to the look at Tora or Marato quickly with 30 here. I think I didn't have one of Mahalo. 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 That is just like a summary of what I'm going to say. Our leader has set up for how many years? 2012 until the time of his abduction. This man never gets tired of talking. He will do his research that will cost money. For you to give such research to people, we offer it to Biafrans free of charge. I was looking to one of his messages where he said that he even feels ashamed to own a car when his people are suffering out there. I mean, what a man. Instead of being proud, our Igbo people, they are proud when you put out your legs with your beautiful shoes, and one Igbo person will become your shoe shiner. You will put lights around your own house, and everybody else is in darkness. But this man is ashamed to own a property, to own anything, because he wants his people to be free. And yes, some people are still acting like Judas Iscariot. Some people are still acting like Esau, that will sell themselves for a morsel of food. You have been getting this. I remember our leaders speaking. Anytime I look at the roads in the east, I look at the level of infrastructure in the east, I begin to point at all the people that have been leading. They call themselves leaders, and yet all of them are living in Abuja. That is where they developed. That is where they reside. That is where they had the industry. But the money that was meant for their poor people at home, at least give an Igbo man a road. Give him electricity. He wouldn't care about your oil well. He wouldn't care about what you have. Give him just the tool that he needs. The same way, our leader has given us the tools that we need. And some people feel it is something to be happy about, that you can stop the struggle at any level for the love of money. You can drop it so that you can destroy the work of our leaders. My question now is, where are those groups that every time that our leader gives a speech, they gather to counter the speech? Where are they? If you are deaf and dumb, if you don't see, don't hear, have you asked yourself, those counter groups of IPOB, those counter groups of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, are they still talking? What is their way forward to the situation we are facing in Biafra land? That alone tells you that these people are saboteurs that we are sent to destroy us. And now, right inside IPOB, I had somebody say we cannot cover evil. We are not Fulani. Fulani cover evil for themselves. They will keep rape and men. They will send their headsmen to go and kill. And nobody says a word. But under Biafra, look at everybody bringing their dirty linen outside, so that we can know where the fault is. And we can begin to heal from the roots. Saboteurs inside IPOB, they came to answer names. But their heart is far away from the goal of the struggle. Are you one of them? Did you take an oath? Some people who take an oath are pointing fingers on those who don't take. And you find out some people who didn't take the oath, they are doing far better than those that took the oath. Is your job to pull your fellow Biafrans down? Are you happy to enslave the next from this generation, the generation that has been enslaved? Are you happy and comfortable to enslave the next generation? Can you see the level of corruption that Fulani has caused in the country? You cannot trust a child. You cannot trust a woman. You cannot trust a man. And yet they are pushing Islamic agenda. What is that agenda that they are buying you with? Some of our leaders, even some pastors, are converted to Islam. Some who are supposed to be political leaders, your people voted you in. You are sabotaging your people. You deflect from your own whatever party you belong, especially PDP. You are going to APC to go and serve the whims and caprices of Fulani man, who has no agenda. They have no plan to build industry. Look at their children.
People born by women, they can't see them. And you are sabotaging our struggle to be like them. God in heaven, will not allow it. I have seen so many things that happen, even when there is no hope. Don't ever think in your heart that when you leave the position that you have been appointed to keep for Biafra to be restored, and you decide to throw it to the dogs so that you alone can be comfortable, it will not go down well with you. It will not go down well with your family. It will not go down with your plan, because there is a higher power, there is a superior power that is watching over Biafra. And therefore, Biafra cannot be given to any other nation, especially Fulani. Even though you choose to work for Fulani, still Biafra will come. I want to tell you, wherever you are, the life of a Fulani man is not a life to be emulated. They use their people as the youth that's supposed to learn and become somebody in life. They use them to clean their dirty diapers. They use them. They won't allow them to be educated. They are coming up. They are using them as weapons to destroy life. When they finish doing it, they still enslave them. And they and their children are living high up. If you are working, your children, your family, your lineage will be like these Fulani youth and the Fulani children. But Biafra must surely come, no matter what you do, because God has written it. God has raised a prophet in our time. God has raised a deliverer, and that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All we are saying is, God, please, may Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, may Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be alive and well to inaugurate Biafra when he comes. And we know it's surely going to happen, because he made his boast in the Lord, and he will protect him. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much. Sister Cecilia, do you have a word to add to this, or do you want me to move on to the next one? Because we know that we don't accept a bribe. If you have accepted bribe, God will cut you off from Biafra. We know that we don't sell out. We do not fight for freedom alone. We fight for the freedom of all of our people and all indigenous people everywhere, but especially in the contraction. Do you have anything else to add to that topic before I ask the next one?
Yes, let me just add 2 minutes. Onyendu, during his speeches, always asks us, come with your slate, come with your book. I encourage our people. If you wrote down anything from his speeches to us, go and reread it. That man opened our eyes to make us know who we are, to make us know where we are, to make us know where we plan to be. So, my beloved people, he has done so much. You know, in the Bible, Christ always taught his disciples. He told them things, and he said, now they are no longer foreigners to him, but now they are his family with him. They are his friends. So also, our leader has taught us, and he taught us with the mind of bringing everybody in so that we can understand who we are. And I just want to say, God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is somebody in the north who made a statement sometime. He said, the northerners wish they had somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They wish they have somebody like him. That is to tell you, not just the northerners, all African nations, they wish they had somebody with the intelligence, with the knowledge, with the outspokenness, with the grace, the bravery that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has to influence his community. We have a treasure in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I'm begging you, Biafrans, do not lose sight of what we have. He has taught us. We must continue in his teaching. Now, the last thing I want to say is, and as we continue in his teaching, we need to switch our mind, our mindset. The mindset of Nigeria has been loot, grab, steal all you want. But we need to switch that around so that we can live a life of integrity. Life does not only depend on how much money you have. Life does not only depend on how many planes and helicopters and riches and how many trips you can make to Dubai. If you forget about it, think of Abacha.
Abacha got all the money in Nigeria. Abacha looted all he wanted to loot. What really happened in the end? He went and stole it in the Swiss bank. And when he was dead, some other people now, other countries use that money to maintain their countries. The one that was returned to Nigeria, the other looters looted it. Now you can imagine, I'm sure his family are not even enjoying that money. His family is nowhere to be heard about. So my beloved dear friends, life does not depend on how much money you make. I want us to start switching our brains around, because out of the heart comes the multitude of words and actions and everything we do. Start telling yourself, I am a true Biafran, and I have to live by integrity, and I have to live a life of wisdom and intelligence, and I have to live a life which is higher than the people in Nigeria have ever lived. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let me ask you another question then. How are you preparing? How do you think the Biafrans should be preparing? For the terrorists who are arriving in Biafra through air, land, and sea, because we have many reports now that they have flooded all of our land with their helicopters, with their armored cars, and now they're coming through sea and embarking in boats through Benue, coming into Ebonyi and Enugu State, and they're disappearing in numbers. Boatfuls of men, they come with their ammunition, and they disembark, and nobody will find a trace of them. How should we be preparing at this time? Sister Cecilia.
Yes. Thank you. Like I just said, we need to start switching our brains around. Ask yourself, these Fulanis, what are they coming to do? This is a question that every one of us in Biafra land must answer for themselves. You all have seen the work of the Fulani headsmen. You've seen the work of Boko Haram. You've seen the work of El Shabaab. You've seen the work of those that came from the Sahel. They don't have good intentions for you, my beloved Biafrans. These people, all they are coming for, one is to kill, to loot, to steal, to destroy. Again, another thing they have is to Islamize our nation, Biafra. You know what that means? To make you, if you had been a Catholic, they will take away your Bible and put the Quran in replace of it. That's what you'll be reading, and that's what you follow. If you have been from deeper life, that's another one. They want to take away your Bible and Islamize you. Whatever denomination you belong, whatever faith you belong, they want to Islamize you. And then what's more, remember, they are doing ethnic, that is their plan, ethnic cleansing. Whether you think you are a Sabo, they may not get you now, but they'll get you later. So their objective is to kill. It's like, sometimes I wonder, how do these people reason? I can't fathom their brain waves. I can't fathom how much they think. I just cannot even fathom what they think of. All they want is to kill, kill, kill. So fellow Biafrans, these people coming, they may be coming in quantum, but they do not have your interest at heart. Saboteurs, these people do not have your interest at heart. The Ohanezes, the governors, these people are not your people. The governor in Ebonyi State was lamenting one time. He said, you came, I gave you money, I gave you house, I did this, I did that. What did they end up doing? They ended up killing people from Ebonyi State, just massacring them, butchering them. These people want to kill, 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 and finally to make Nigeria a cow state. They don't value you. They don't value your life. For you, saboteurs, all the value is what they can get from you. And what kind of life is that? I think, dear friends, we are greater than that. We are bigger than that. We cannot allow these people. So what I am saying is, please, in our little communities, Let us be careful about the people that we see come into our community. You see all these people in motorcycles? Don't let them come into your communities. And we have to start now thinking of how we can secure our communities. Build blockages so that these people don't have access easily. And for you in your house, you know the Lord has given us wisdom. Construct whatever you can construct. Build whatever you can build to defend yourself. Build it and defend yourself. Recently, a governor in the north was saying people should carry arms and defend themselves. Carry arms and defend yourself. That's what we are supposed to be doing. All these small headsmen, killers, walking around with AK-47. What do they know? We have to defend ourselves. Freedom is not free. Freedom is not free. You have to fight for it. So, my beloved Biafrans, we have to be vigilant. We have to be prayerful. We have to secure our community. We have to form small organizations to make sure that we buttress ourselves, to make sure that we have a backup, to make sure that we support one another. And we have to look out. The enemy has surrounded us. We have to be careful. Open our eyes, shine our eyes, see the things that are happening in our communities. And if there is anybody selling land, do not sell your land to Fulani herdsmen, for God's sake. Do not sell your land. We must protect what we have. We must maintain our integrity. Even when they come and they give you money, and you see money, and it looks like, my beloved Biafra, when you get to Biafra, you get more. You see, your life is so important. Don't forget, if there's anything you remember today, I want you to remember that these people are coming to kill you. That's all they're coming to do. And a dead man cannot be selling land. A dead man cannot stand up for himself. So, my beloved Biafrans, I pray you will stand strong. Remain prayerful. Open your eyes. Work together. Let us all put our energy together and we'll defeat these people. I want to thank you, thank the ESN for the work they've been doing. How they've been protecting us, helping us, fighting against these people. I pray the Lord will keep them, the Lord will bless them. And our DOS, I thank you very much. But we all need to work together. We all need to stand strong and stand firm. Dear friends, you are worth the soul. Let nobody deceive you. Thank you very much.
What do you say about this? How should we prepare? They're coming.
We should prepare ourselves. If you have anything in your house that's a weapon, anything you have. When one people was crossing the Red Sea, God asked him, what do you have in your hand? And so, dear friends, I'm asking you this morning, what do you have in your hand? Keep that thing handy. Keep it beside your bed. If it's in the night, lock your door. Make sure that your family is safe in the house. And in the communities, construct things that will not make it easy for the enemy to come in. Keep watch. Get Ninche. In those days, we used to have Ninche in the villages. And Ninche will be awake all night, surveying the land. And when there is danger, we need to go back to that. And now also, for those who know how to do anything, whatever you can construct, this is the time. Construct it and use it to defend yourself. And then for our people, those of you strong men, I want you to tell yourself that you are going to defend your family. You're going to defend. If it means going into the bush, go into the bush. Because that's where they are. Go into the bush. And I beg you, women, do not sell yourself. The more you sell yourself, the more you give up. The more you make them, you make our security fall. We must bind together. You don't go and start marrying all these Fulani people. Don't go and start sleeping with them. Don't go and start putting all these hijabs. Don't go and start trying to please the Fulani. They are not your friends. They are your enemies, and you have to be careful. And I want also to say, for the strong men, do not give yourself away. Do not go and start telling your brother, oh, you know this one, he lives in this house. Don't do that. Stand strong. Remember, the enemy has surrounded you. I want you, if there is something you remember today, remember that the enemy has surrounded us. Remember that they want to extinguish us. But see, we have a God. We have a God who has been protecting us. And I know this God will protect us. Please, my fellow Biafrans, be strong, be very courageous. This is the time. If we've been sleeping, this is the time for us to wake up. And you don't let anybody buy you over with any 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 naira. It doesn't make any sense. Your freedom, your life is greater than all of these things. Thank you.
Thank you. Sister Kune, do you have anything to add to this one?
Yes, let me add something. You know, what happened is that most of our people, both in our motherland and outside Biafra, most of them continuously ignoring the repeated calls to arm themselves for a period like this. For a period like this in our land. Till today, I think many of them still have no means to protect in defending themselves. No means at all. You see, they refuse to heed. Refuse to heed the words in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 22, verse 36, that says, if you have no sword, say your clock and buy one, my people. You don't have anything, find something ready. There is no magic on all this. The whole thing is, if you are armed today, if you have something to defend yourself, your attacker, you will probably win your attacker. And the person coming to attack you will cease from attacking you because he knows that you have protection in your hand. Let me ask our brothers, our sisters back home. Look around you. As I am here, I can imagine what is going on in Biafra land. I am here in America. I know that the Fulanization and the Islamization of borderland is almost complete. Are you going to deny it? It's almost complete. But this is not the time for me particularly to tell you to get ready. You should have been ready. You should have been ready, my brothers and sisters back home. I'm sorry for the condition you find yourself inside. And all those that evil governors put you in this mess. I wonder why they are still living today. I can't understand how difficult it is to put them down. I really can't understand. They put you in the mess we are today. Please, my people, both those in higher order and those, somebody like me in lower order, there is a serious need for better organization. We need to organize ourselves. We need to educate ourselves. And we need to coordinate very well to move forward this struggle. Because these people are there, around all over, waiting for the bell to ring. That will surprise us. Is this a sudden thing to us? I don't believe so. Because they have, for a long time, these people telling us, we are their slaves. Nigerians are their slaves. They are Fulanis that entered to Nigeria to dominate. And the owners of the land become slaves. You know? This is the time. Let me say it again. We need to mobilize ourselves. We need to get what we need ready. the materials. Our people, they are defending us. The materials they need to do the needful. Because Fulani does not play. We witness the teachings of our leader. He has, our leader, believe in me, our leader has done the job. He has preached us, and we're supposed to have understand how to go without his presence. He has done the job, and the little job remaining to complete this struggle is left for you and myself. It is only that we organize ourselves very well. We coordinate very well. And we educate our people that this is what is coming. We all know it. And we have to plan for it ahead of time. We have to plan. By now we have, I believe, everything is set up. Because this is not a surprising thing, and they have been calling us for this. And we know that a day like this will come. And this is now. They are there with their armored car, with whatever you can name of to strike the Biafran people. They completed their job. The next thing is to kill them. We, the animals, nobody value us. And they, the people who want to take our land, because they are in government, they have everything. They want to kill all of us. That's the main thing. Because they are in government, that's why they have all the armored car you can talk of. Whatever, they have everything to kill us. Therefore, we should not cease or waste time to get ready for this particular moment in our own time. May God help us. DOS, IPOB, are we getting ready? Are we ready to move? These people have no joke. And if we don't act, do what we're supposed to do, our leader will be not happy for us, because he has told us everything and taught us everything that we have to do. It is our time right now. We need freedom, and we need to fight for it. Freedom is never free. That is why it is imperative that we prepare for the calamity that is coming on our land. Thank you, my dear sister.
Very, very clear. There is nothing else to say, really. It has been said. Defend yourself. Don't wait to strangers. Pray always. Keep watch. Don't sell your land. The calamity is coming. Are we waiting for the ringing of the bell? Because it's around the corner. They are ready. Are we ready? If you answer a leader, this is the time for you to lead. If you're a follower like me, this is the time to really follow. Follow in the right way. And those of us in diaspora who are always counting money, when they're asking for money, I don't want to give my money. Well, you can keep your money in your pocket until you can no longer go to your house. That's fine with us. But for us IPOB members, for us freedom fighters, we'll fight to the last man and we'll fight to the last penny. And at last, Biafra will be restored. And shame will be yours. Shame will be yours because you did not contribute. Shame will be yours. And some of us in Biafra land right now, I know you don't see it, but we can see it from afar. You've been encircled, but fear not, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also told us what will happen at last. Fear not. Sister Victoria, do you want to add anything to this one?
Let's move on.
Let's move on. We are calling all Nigerians, those people who say they are Nigerians, who don't want to be in Nigeria anymore. We are calling you to stand up
and help the total disintegration of Nigeria, the zoo. And also we are calling all Biafrans, like we have been calling and we have been making our voices heard, to also stand up and stand straight. If you're a Biafran, say, I am a Biafran, say it proud and loud. I don't know these people who hide in the corner and say, I'm from Delta State over here. I'm Anambra. Biafra is all right. If you cannot come out and at the top of your lungs shout, I'm a Biafran, step aside. We have no time for this. So we're calling you, stand up, claim who you are, and work for the freedom of your people and yourself and your sons and your daughters and yourself. Because no amount of money that you make in another person's land, no amount of education that you have in another person's land will make you that person's citizen and truly a citizen. You can only be a citizen of Biafra. And I am proud to say that myself and my sisters, we can shout at the top of our lungs and say that we are citizens of Biafra. We are Biafran. Biafran. Yes, we don't care who wants to know. We will tell them every day. We are Biafrans. Do you ask me? I'm a Biafran. I have to stand up, step aside. But if you are, even if you're saying it in a shaky way today, we want to give you confidence to come out and say and loudly, I'm a Biafran and I'm fighting for my freedom. Sister Victoria, what do you say about that? Do you agree? Sister Victoria?
Thank you, my sister. Yes, I'm a proud Biafran. And I know that I'm part and parcel of the desire to have Biafra one day declare a nation once again. Because Biafra has been a nation. We are not just asking for a new nation. Biafra was there before Nigeria was created. Nobody created Biafra except God. I am a proud Biafran. And it is true, some people are on the fence. A whole lot of people. I've been able to talk to some people, and somebody I spoke with a few days ago told me, well, those who are Biafran shouldn't drag others to become Biafran. Nobody is dragging anybody. All we are saying is you're a Nigerian. Say it loud and clear. Don't say but anywhere. I belong to Nigeria. If you're a Biafran, stand tall. Declare it. I am a Biafran. Please don't sabotage our work. Nobody is being forced. I want to go home one day. I want to take my children to the motherland. I want them to drink the water from there. I want them to eat the food from that land. You, that is not, don't hide under anything. And we think that you have the same desire with us, and you don't have. You are killing our struggle. The people that love the reward of evil, the people that love to get all the profits that they can make, please go ahead and get what you need. Go ahead and be what you want to be. Do not stand in our way. Biafra is a spirit. He's going to strike and he's going to kill all those who are pulling us backward. My sister has discussed about people, about the Nigerians who has already, they have gotten all the weapons of war that you can think of, just for the little dot. Remember, they say we are a dot, and yet they have armored cars, and yet they have tankers. They have bought the Sokuna jet, all for the little dot. What a shame. That a whole giant, they own more than half of the whole contraction, and yet for the dot, they are sweating so hard. They have people on land, on the air, on sea, everybody fighting to take over that little dot. Don't you think that they saw something there? There is something in the dust. Therefore, my people, I must tell you one thing. Please do not walk with those who don't know where they are going. Please do not stand in the way of those who know where they are going. Whatever you want to do, I want you to stand tall. Declare it. And as you declare it, the earth will hear your voice. The waters will hear your voice. The winds will hear your voice. And one day, we can sit together to sing our beautiful anthem as Biafra becomes a nation again. Make Biafra great, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sister Cecilia?
Yes. Calling on Nigerians who don't want to be in one Nigeria to stand up. There are so many groups. The Biafrans are leading, the Oduduwas are there, the Middle Belt area, and some parts of the north. The Hausas are rising up. We are calling all of these groups. Let us all rise up. This is the time. This is the opportunity. Let us all rise up and stand and identify ourselves and tell the world who we really are. You know, some people are still craving for one Nigeria. Anybody you see that still talks about one Nigeria, know that that person is a saboteur, that person is a scam, that person is a liar, that person is a head man. That person is Mieti Allah. Anybody you hear talk about one Nigeria, they have a different agenda in their mind. They are not even thinking of the Nigeria. All they are thinking is how they can steal money, how they can loot, how they can get oil wells, how they can get our mineral resources. That's all they are looking at. That's all they are looking at. So my beloved people, Biafra is a nation. Like my sister has said, we have existed. The Lord created us many, many, many years ago. And we are only trying to reinstall that which the Lord has given us. We are a nation. We are a formidable nation. And I want you to understand that we are the light of Africa. We are the light of Africa. We are that beacon of light that the wayfaring men are looking for. We give them direction as to where to go and what to do. Nigeria, like my sister has said, Biafra is a spirit. Biafra is very infectious. And I pray that you will catch this infection. Not like COVID. It's a good infection. It's an infection that makes you understand where you belong, who you are, and what you are capable of. Biafra is a spirit. But don't forget, Biafra is the beacon of light. There are many groups now in Nigeria agitating to accept themselves, to stand up, and to identify themselves. This morning I'm telling you, you can do it. I am telling you, my Ojibwa brothers, you can do it. Benue State, you can do it. Look at how many deaths you've incurred in Benue State. Look at what is happening. You can do it. You can do it. Biafra, we can make it. We can make it. And those Hausa groups in the north, you all can make it. Nigeria is man-made. And you know anything man-made has an expiring date. Nigeria is man-made. It has an expiring date and it's dead already. Now we need to stand up and identify ourselves and tell ourselves where we stand. But for us, dear friends, we have identified ourselves and we know where we are. There are a few people inside us who do not know where they are, who do not know where they are going, who do not even know what they stand for. We are asking you, as long as you are in the old eastern region, you are a Biafran. Understand what I'm saying. You are a Biafran. You are. Tell yourself that. Say it. I am a Biafran. That's what you are. And if you just have it in the center of your heart, they wake you up in the morning, you should be able to say, yes, I am a Biafran. Not We don't have fears for anymore. Now it's certainty.
You have to ascertain it. You have to claim it. You have to take it. You have to stand tall, and you have to know who you are. So my fellow Biafrans and all those who are looking for getting away from Nigeria or breaking away from Nigeria, this is the time. And I pray that we will stand tall, and we will stand strong, and we will stand firm. Anybody you hear talking about one Nigeria is a scammer and a liar. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sister Kanu, I must ask you this last question and move on this morning and end our program. But this last question is cow meat, suya, ruga, and cows more important now than our people? Is this talk of cow, ruga, grazing, whatever they're talking about, the Southeast governors came together and made a statement, we were all happy. And now they're kind of one by one moving away from the statement that, especially Uzodinjo is hell-bent on eradicating Biafrans. We cry out against him for the proposing to give away our daughters to Janjaweed, smelly cattle rearers, and calling it proposed slavery, that we are calling it, and he's going to call it marriage. And he's doing everything he's doing. You can see it. He's through the eyes of cows, I should say. He's like, he's hell-bent on looking at us like, I want cows. Cows are more important to me. Janjaweed, the smelly cattle rearers are more important to me than the people of my people of Imo State, our people of Imo State. What is going on? And I think Anambra State is kind of moving backwards from that statement also. And before you know it, we can never signed on. He's going to move away from it. All of them. And I heard that OKZ as of Radio State has cattle of his own. What is going on? Are they actually preferring cattle to our people? They're eradicating our people because they want cattle and the fulanization of our land. How are these people even thinking nowadays? Sister Kunde, can you please share with us what's going on in these people's minds?
Yes, my sister. You know what happened? Cow. As I'm seeing it says cow in our land right now is more important than human beings. This is full Islamization and colonization. It never happened in our land before this period of imposter Buhari and whatever they call themselves. You know, the worst part of it, the people behind this are those who call themselves Biafran people. That's the worst and very painful to me. Because our brothers, those we call our brothers, and they're not my brother, even though my brother with the same father and mother, you will never be my brother anymore in life. Those people are the people doing this to their own people. That's the worst part of it. If the Fulanis, they have full access in our land to do this, is a different way of talking it. But this is, they are walking through our brothers and sisters, making the life of people miserable, and they care more about the cow more than the citizens of the land. Very shameful thing. Very shameful. Hopeful danger and so. Very, very simple. Yes, my people, we have Biafran people who are lovers of cow, Fulani cows. Yeah, please do me a favor. Do me a favor, including myself. We should stop patronizing Fulani cow business. This is killing us. It's a problem to be in Biafra land. This cow is killing us By God, Fulani poison the cow. You know, the cow are poisoned. By the way, they don't eat it. They don't eat this cow. They raise them in a particular way for us to eat because they don't even test it. You know, their cow business. Listen, as important, you know, most of our people were angry why the Monday sit at home is cancelled. Let me tell you, my people, if you can be able to boycott the Fulani cow in our land, also it is a way to cripple their business. It is the way to cripple their business. I know all of you or most of you have long throat that you must eat cow meat. The problem is this, the most problem is this. Somebody will die. You go to Fulani and pay your money to them and go and celebrate. Also, Fulani will kill you, your parents, your mother, whoever. You go at the back and buy the same cow from the same Fulani who kill your people to celebrate. What stupidity is this? My people, this is idiot mentality. Idiot mentality. Some of us, we buy our debt. We use our money buy our debt. You buy suya from Fulani, and all of you will die in the family. Who comes that to you is your ignorance. Can't you understand that Fulani is your enemy? And the food they are carrying is poisonous. Not only their cow, but this cow is killing us in our land. How can't we offer something? How can't we understand and have a common sense? Somebody needs to tell us that these people are our enemies and you are patronizing their business. See, if you don't buy from them, they don't sell nothing, they are not happy. You know, they want to sell that cow. They will carry it to another state or another country, you know, out of our land. They will carry it away because they want to sell it. They can go to another part of Africa, you know. They deal with them there.
Because they really don't eat it.
They don't eat it, you know.
Yeah.
Fulani cow has become the citizens of Nigeria, the citizens of Republic of Nigeria. More attention now is given to cows more than human beings. Very, very, very shameful thing. We do not want open grazing. This open grazing in our land is causing us this problem. Open grazing. Fulani cow, they are forcing you to eat it. What is it? Islamization, Fulanization. After all this, you tell me they cannot Fulanize you, they cannot Islamize you. Almost completed. Almost completed. After doing that, they come. I'm not gonna say my people. You have to understand what is coming to all of us. You know, and they're very sorry, and I don't want to witness what is coming. I really don't. You better teach Nigeria government what they understand. Nigeria Fulani government, what they understand is to cripple their pocket. By crippling their pocket, we refuse to buy their cow. We refuse to eat their suya. We refuse even to buy anything Fulani. Buy anything Fulani. Because why we do that, we welcome them. They are brothers and sisters. After you buy, they go and kill you. Please, my brothers back home, somebody has to really push this thing forward by cutting, especially Fulani cows. If you need cows, or as we're not going to go as you are, you want to buy cow for anything, please, can you adopt a Igbo? Can you find it? There's other things you can substitute the number you're eating, and it's not even healthy. And after eating it, you have a big stomach, and then you call yourself a big man, a big woman. What do you have is a big problem, and a big kind of sickness, illness is what you have. If you can come to understand this, you will know that cow meat is not good for any of you. It's not good. If people can move this forward, you stop buying and selling this cow in our land, things will change. You know, they protect cows, as I said, more than human beings. Our duty and responsibility this day is nothing but to say no to Fulani agendas. They remain in Islamization and Islamization, to say no to it. Also to say no to cow meat, Fulani cow meat. Say no to suya and say no to open grazing. Say no to Ruga. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, much hell, Biafra. Thank you very much. That's it. I don't think we can say any more. This is another way of civil disobedience. No Ruga, no grazing, no suya, no cow meat. That's it. My sister has said it all. Open grazing is not allowed in Biafra land. Civil disobedience. Civil disobedience. Don't eat it. Don't participate. Civil disobedience. All right, my sisters, if anybody has anything else to add about any of the topics that we have covered, please do so now. Otherwise, we're ready to go and let Mazi ALOZIE conclude his show.
Can I ask my sister? I just want to add something to what our sister has said. You see, all these things we are talking about, Fulani and their cow, may never have any effect unless some people step up. And who are the people that are going to step up? We have the 7-day Adventists that stopped the watch night that was causing problem in Biafra land. When somebody dies, people will go to their house. We're no longer talking about the dead. We are talking about people stealing, people killing, and all manner of evil. And they decided in their group that they will no longer allow that wake-keep to continue. One by one, every religious group adopted it, and it became something that nobody is doing all night wake-keep anywhere in most Biafra land. I don't know if there's anywhere they're doing all night anymore. And by so doing, they were able to cut down on that evil. I'm still calling on religious bodies based on this. When somebody dies in Biafra land, everybody wants a religious organization to bury them. Everybody is looking for those who will bury them. Please, stand up. Religious bodies, I'm talking to you. Say that anybody that dies, you can no longer use cow to bury. There is no anything in the Bible anywhere that a cow must be used to bury people. When you step up, the people that make up the community, most of them belong to one church or the other. When one church starts in, the other church follows, and before you know it, the entire community now knows that it is a taboo for you to buy any cow to bury people, and gradually that culture will die. We want that culture to die, and that is what we are calling on you now. Rise up. Don't keep a blind eye. Don't behave like it doesn't concern you. Very soon, if you don't convert and become a man, then you will surely die. Therefore, rise up and defend your people. Thank you.
Thank you. Sister Cecilia, I heard you in the background.
Yes, I just want to say that we have to keep it at the back of our mind. Have you asked yourself how when you buy a cow, it must be a Fulani man who will come to kill the cow? There are certain incantations that are made over this cow, and those things are spiritual. And when people eat it, they start acting in different ways. Remember that these people now, they are putting acid in the drinks they sell. They are putting also even the medication. that are sold. They are now putting even nail pieces in capsules for people. They are trying to do everything possible. The sugarcane they sell, when they squirt that water, you don't know what they mix in that water to squirt on the sugarcane. They are trying to do everything to kill us. They have used a biological warfare. That didn't work for them. They have used, now they are trying to poison our food. They are trying to annihilate us by all means. My fellow Biafrans, this is just a wake-up call. We need to open our eyes. We need to be sensitive and have it at the back of our mind that the enemy wants to destroy us by all means. Anything Fulani, don't get into it, don't buy it. Like my sister has said, the more we keep eating this cow meat, the more they will talk about ruga. But when we stop eating it and take it off from our menu completely, even for celebrations, you will find out that when they don't find anybody buying their cows, they will carry their dirty cows and go somewhere else. So my beloved people, this is now an economic war. We need to fight it from the economic front. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My sisters, I think we're done, and I know that Mazi ALOZIE is coming back to conclude his show. Thank you very much for your morning. Fellow Biafrans, the word is always enough for the wise, and we know how wise you are. If we have cried out, it's because that's the way we feel. If we have made you mad, check yourself. If you are not in the right spot, find the right spot in the struggle. There is a place for everyone. Our brother always says, okay, my dear brother, take it on, Ricky. We cannot do yours, and I know we are trying to do ours. Please make sure that you do yours, because Biafra must be restored. Thank you, my sisters, and goodbye. Mazi ALOZIE.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the program. We adore you, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, as we still mourn our official here, Dr. Clement Okoro, we still remember him. Don't forget that we lost him almost a week today, and it's very painful. We have to pray for our people. This is why we need Biafra. Whatever it is you are fighting for, instead of your struggle, go ahead, keep fighting for it. If it will benefit you, go ahead. I have repeatedly mentioned that many people here are old. Many people you see here, they are not rich. Many people you see here are not well. Likewise, your colleagues in Europe, in Asia, all is not well with us. This is why we need our freedom. It is stress, cheating, killings, marginalization that drove all of us out. How dare you, after escaping, you contribute to the demise of your own people. You contribute to the maltreatment of your own people, which was the same reason that made you run. Instead of fighting, instead of doing things that will settle them and settle you, you decide to sabotage. You decide to accept money because you are out. To hell with them. Now you are out. You are in another person's country, well built, with their own sweat, with their own blood. That is cheating. That is reaping where you did not sow. He who enjoys the sweat of another person but will never fight and let people rest and enjoy their own struggle. You cheat, you betray. We have 15 minutes to be on the air. For those of you that I didn't accept their calls because the time was short, you are free to call in +1 484 767 0848 +1 484 767 0848. It is our duty to continue to demand the release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Referendum is not a crime. It's enshrined everywhere. Freedom. It is an honor that we are asking the zoo to grant referendum. Let the people decide. When you talk about democracy, the voice and the will of the people. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Yes, go ahead. Your line is noisy. Cut it off, Mazi. Your line is noisy. Just cut it off. You have music at the background, and there's maybe you are driving, so you don't burn your data, and it's not coming up. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra, USA. It is our desire. It is burning in our mind, in our heart, to go home, to enjoy our ancestral land, and not to be aliens in another man's land. This is why we must preserve what we have. What is yours is yours. What you borrow is something you must pay back when the time comes. Your inability to pay back will earn you restless mind, because in the back of your mind you are owing somebody. Therefore, when you accept money, you promise them services, and that services is not that of any other thing but betrayal. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Okay, Daddy, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're clear now. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Then I was in a taking point, so I had to off it immediately. Yeah, I just want to thank my mothers, every one of them, and let me just put down this testimony. I had to rush down to Enimba, and I find out that our FM is talking perfectly. And so I thank every one of them. Uncle Ekeloleke, you're doing great. Daddy, as my mommy was saying, I recall one of the lectures they put me through. I don't know if others were listening that day. They talked about the Maiden of Holland, which is the lady of 17 called the Joan of Arc. You know, there is one of the quotes that young lady said in picture, which requires me to call him. But I'm going to paraphrase it because I can't have it all put down the way it is. He was just saying that he was born for this, and peradventure he's not born for it. Maybe God has put her there, and also if he cheats, that it also means that God still keeps her there also. So one thing is that if such a young lady who took this bold step without fear of death, knowing too well that his people is facing a future death, and the good thing we learn, mostly when our mothers come to here to, remind us of, some things we have lost. So I'm just saying this because I'm to realize that most of us are so, I don't know the word used. If I use the wrong word of coward now, they will say, mother. But let me just say that we need to give ourselves that courage. It is better we realize what is in our front and take up, then clear it and just trying to put this straight to this. It's what people come. That's the way down here in Biafra land I usually give out your flyers for people to come to your congregation and hear the word of God. I will ask that you can also print out recharge cards or you can give it out to the members. We also invite people with that, telling them that Biafra is what, and we begin to acknowledge that there is a sincere truth about it. Now, I have heard some kind of rumors, and I don't know if it's true, but whichever way, I heard the other time that the clerics are moving on for a 7-day sit at home. Now, I'm asking if they want to sit at home, it seems that people are now some.
What are you saying? I missed what you said about sit at home.
They are trying to hijack this struggle, the wrong negotiation with the outside world.
No,
I don't know if I'm coming out clear.
Yeah, it's just noisy.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. We are listening.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is this. The clergy, the men of God, and everyone who's still out there, please, going back on that, it says nothing than this other way that we're doing it. But if you must sit at home, you can always sit at home when our DOS, clamors for that. If you go on your different way, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting for Biafra alone. When you have your freedom first, you cannot fight against the killing of your Christians. Now, if you have the freedom, you will not see these Sudanese around. You will not see their cows around, because each time they see this cow in our home, they come around and they kill us, because we prefer to see their cow living than you. So I think the only good idea you have to do is to go out there and evangelize on your pulpit and let them know that even the 14th of September is the worst one for us to embark on a at home too. So let them not just make it look as if we are directing them wrongly, but let them understand that this is the only beautiful way. If they love what Nnamdi Kanu has done to them, let them do this. It will pay them good. It will pay them good, because we have to put down the legacy and the coding for them to work on. This is a platform that he has, put out of all his, sacrifice. So let them just work with that. It's going to pay us fine.
Thank you,
everybody making a look at it. Divided. Thank you so much, Daddy.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.
All right.
Opinion hijacking is out of the question. We have a policy, and that's the one we had, and we called it off. No other sit at home has been called for except Saboteur Day, September 14. Saboteur Day, September 14. So when you hear us announce, like we said, anything that you hear from Radio Biafra, you know it's the official. So if you go and listen to Donibo or whatever, don't bring it to Radio Biafra and say we said. That's why we make our points clear. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi ALOZIE, God, I'm calling from Morocco. May God bless you, sir.
God bless you.
Hi, my dear. My name is Kisi Rosribo. I'm very, very glad to get you, sir. Thank you for it. I don't know what to do for you, sir. I'm telling you. And that is it. You have done it for us, and may God bless you. Your name will be here. Nothing. You done it. I thank our women, everybody in this struggle with clear heart. We are going there. Our youth in the home, at home, should do the same thing those people are doing in Jos or Benue. Organize yourself. Mind and capture these people alive with that their Kalashnikov. If the police did not help you, because all the whole police they recruited and the soldiers, the video man he recruited to send into Sambisa's forest, he put them in the media to attack our DOS, to destroy our struggle, but we got them. Let them know what to do, because we all Biafrans. No matter how sabotage you are, the repercussion will be facing you with that stepping inch. You will be seeing it. So I urge all my Biafran brothers, never you delay and do the needful and follow the instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have already formed the government. We have the DOS from the eastern region. We have in the provinces. This is your government. This is your time to show that yes, if you are independent or self-determination, you can lead people. Not this way we are seeing. Following, even coordinators are local DOS in the normal way. But yeah, we don't need to go. I'm not a politician to teach, but with my understanding, I know that they might have learned the table for us. It's for we to do was sit and negotiate and do the needful. Mazi ALOZIE, God bless you for getting you. Oh, thank you, my brother. God bless you. All hail Biafra. IPOB is one family.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We are heading to the end of today's program. Tomorrow, now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen. Tomorrow. Make you know me, Sam. And are you more people they come to? They will be there. Tomorrow. Now waiting they happen. It's your opportunity to talk to your people. When the message is at your doorstep, when the message is in your living room, you receive it and look out the window. And you compare what you're listening to and what you're seeing, if they correspond. If they do, that's good. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Dr. ALOZIE.
Good morning, Ben.
Yep. Yes. My brother, you raised some issues that need to be attended to, and I hope that these collectors we have in that land who call themselves politicians are paying attention. For example, all these tanks are breathing into Imo State. Is there any other state in the federation that we are seeing tanks being brought and in all the cities and to be living with people like that? Is there a war going on in Imo State that we are not aware of, or are they planning something? And we have politicians, we have all these chiefs, we have advisors, and we have all the people that are supposed to be talking and not saying anything. Why is it that nobody's asking questions? Why are they bringing all these tanks here? What are they going to be used for? Why are they bringing them? Is there any war going on in Imo State or in the East that we don't know of? All we know is that there's a lot of devastation going on in the middle belt and the north by Boko Haram and all the terrorists that are there. They are not taking these tanks into Sambisa forest. Why are they bringing it into our land and our people are not saying anything? It is shameful. Very, very shameful. That's all I want to say. God bless you.
Thank you, Ben. That's the issue we raised. I raised that 2 days ago and yesterday. Why are they in our land with those tanks? Why are they there? They send them to Yoruba land too. So we have two wars to fight. They are in the middle belt. And they are fighting our people, going into farms, killing people and calling them ESN. And then they are coming with the tank, with their tank. They send them to Oduduwa land and Biafra land. And this is why we say from statistics, from the data you get, you know what is coming. Those you're expecting to say something are cowards. They are collaborators. They will not say anything. The Igwes and Dezes, they are more after the jeep given to them free to compromise. We are lost. We are lost. And this is why we in diaspora must have one goal, and that goal is to be free. One thing I want all of us to understand, regardless of what continent you live in, the odds are against us, regardless of your position, regardless of how much you're making. All it takes is a cough. All it takes is a headache. And that might be the end of you, regardless of who you are. All it takes is a twitch in the eye. And a twitch again, you go to the doctor. Say bad news. Your headache, bad news. You have stomach ache for 3 days, you go to the doctor. Tell you it's cancerous. It's spreading. Bad news. He did not ask you your rank. He did not ask you how wealthy you are. Let us be reasonable. We are the haunted. The world is haunting us. They are haunting us. And are we going to allow that to continue? And that goes back to what I said. You knowing who you are, you knowing that the world knows who you are, they understand you. They understand you very well. They know your capabilities. They know what you have. They know what you are worth. Are you saying that you don't know these things? Are you saying that you're opportuned to have these things, but you decide to sell, to give them up? That means the crime of buying and selling has overtaken us, that we can no longer reason properly. Even if somebody brings your car, sell it. You did not check whose car it is. Just for the fact that buying and selling has overtaken you. Somebody brings something to you, sell it. Until somebody tell you, I have a house to sell, I have a land to sell. Sell it. You did not ask, whose land? How did you get it? Why are you selling it? Is it proper? Somebody brings you a car the same way, until you realize that your car, it was on the chopping block. It was up for sale. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi ALOZIE. Whatever, sir.
Good morning from here.
Every day they enjoy your program. My name is Nnanyere. Nnanyere is calling from Russia. I am the PRO in Russia here. Thank you for the good work that you are doing. I thank my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, number one in the whole world. God will protect him wherever he is. Zoo, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's what you are saying, because this young man has done nothing wrong. Referendum is not a crime. Referendum is never a crime. Mazi ALOZIE, what I think that we're supposed to be doing now is do this governor.
Your line is up. Your line is off. You're free to call back. You're free to call back. When we start questioning ourselves, when we start realizing who we are and what's up with us, our attitude will change. Our behavior will change.
Keep on keeping on. We are moving. Biafra.
Go ahead. We are listening.
Yeah, Mazi ALOZIE.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good day. Mazi, a humble brother. Mazi Emmanuel. I'm calling from Paris. Hello, Mazi.
We are listening. We are listening to you. Go ahead.
Okay, Mazi, thank you very much. Mazi, having heard all what our brothers have been saying, Biafrans, all over the world, I greet you all. I extend also my humble greeting to our able leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the only one, the only person who have shown us unconditional love. He has demonstrated to us that the real characteristic of a Biafran, and there's an Igbo Biafran too. He has shown it to us, and we owe him a lot. So Mazi, I even want to plead to our people to, as we are about to remember the Saboteurs Day, which is on 14th of this month, September, we should also be anticipating by next year, you know, taking into consideration of 19th of June, which is a betrayer's, maybe, if we may call that a betrayer's day, or I don't know, the day that they sold our leader, the day that the leader of indigenous people of Biafra was sold to the enemies. We should also take that into consideration and know that these people, this Igbo one Nigerianist, who has been making life unbearable to us, to the indigenous population, who has been making us pass all kind of pains, who have nothing to offer, who have nothing to put on the table, who always see a public office as a personal and a family business. Those people who never, at the first place, have our interests at heart. They never think, they don't care. Look at our city, Enyimba, a great Enyimba city. Look at how it is. Enyimba, during the rainy season, as I am talking to you right now, Enyimba is no-go area. Look at all our states, all our provinces, but these people, all these agents, all these slaves of Fulanis, what interested them is only election, who to be elect. So we have had enough of all this complaining and all this everyday coming on air to lecture our people. It's true that they say talking and sensitizing, but I think time has reached for us to be be more discreet, more whatever we are doing, we will be doing now has to be totally out of the radar, talking less and more action, because it's true that when you do, I do, then things will be going in the right direction. But when all these saboteurs everywhere, since our leader has been, betrayed and sold away by the so-called Igbo and even Igbo one Nigerianist, a lot of things has been going on. But we know the truth, because they say that we knows who our leader is. Only my fear is that all this Western world, they should consider us and know that that person they are holding there, because it's not the Fulanis who are holding our leader. It's not the Fulanis, it's the Western world. They know the truth, but they are not willing to, they are not coming out. They are riding behind the Fulanis, hiding behind them and, perpetuating all this heinous crime against us. And we, the victims, what are we doing? Some of us, Mazi, just like you said that, some of us are helping them, aiding them, informing them, thinking that they are doing harm to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not knowing that they are doing even helping themselves to bury themselves. We are burying ourselves without knowing, some of us.
Mazi,
not me, because I know where I stand.
Yeah, you're going to round up. We don't have much time today. Yes.
So, Mazi ALOZIE, I thank you for your doggedness, and I say, may Chukwu Kikabiama continue to give you more wisdom and more protection. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are heading towards the end of the broadcast, and tomorrow, now waiting to happen. We're going to be there. We go there. We go talk. We're going to talk tomorrow. We have been dehumanized. They send us their message, what they want to do, what they are going to do. We listen, we hear, and what's our response? they are committed. And okay, we continue to see it as a challenge. As a challenge. Seeing a challenge, accepting it, is one thing. And shying away is a different story. You can shy away as much as you want to. The truth is there. You've seen the ram. You've seen the ram. When they want to fight, one will be the one that seems is more willing to than the other. Both of them will take off at the same time, but as time goes on, you will see the one that's going to capitulate. Let us be very braced up. Let us not wait for people to always dictate our future. Let me show you, when people make policies, when the masses are aware, they oppose their government. And in the zoo, you cannot.
The funny thing was, when they used to increase the prescription charges, double the prescription charges as they did after 59, these weren't remitted again in the pre-election handouts that they used to give. Thank you very much. Quiet, please. I'm afraid your aim is no better than your material, my friend. If they were just shouting or drumming or making a noise, I mean, you just sort of took them on. But mainly I found it very helpful to invite them to, sorry, I couldn't hear. I'll say it again, and then you come back. Even your conservative leader described Rhodesia as a police state. You wouldn't last long there, my friend. Now then. My friend, we do not support savages. We just allow them to come to our meetings, that's all. Everything in our program has been costed and is included within the program of our national plan, within our tightly controlled and rigidly expended government expenditure program for the next 5 years. Michael knows we have no plans for expenditure in Vietnam.
This is the way they see you, the ordinary man. But at the same time, they give you opportunity to come and express yourself. And they put up an institute where if you come to express yourself, you'll be vanquished. You'll be finished. A food for thought. People, when they come to you, when they say things to you, they have a reason. They might come directly. They might come indirectly. It is you understanding what you are all about. You understanding what you are all about. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yes, Mazi ALOZIE, they hear me, sir.
They hear you.
Mazi ALOZIE, don't you go to Kabia Madrid? Oh, I'm not Gagulago. I'm not Gagulago. Mazi ALOZIE, make you the make I tell you that you might this people think say with the joke. Mazi ALOZIE, we know the joke. Mazi ALOZIE, every woman being come out from his mother's womb and they cry, then you come grow finish, come become governors. What did all these governors wait there for our land? What did they pay us back and to make sure say they kill us so that Fulani go take our land? Mazi ALOZIE, they good. Mazi ALOZIE, every nation is there for their own land and they want to take our own land. Mazi ALOZIE, make it ask them say if they take our land, where they want make we stay? Mazi ALOZIE, where they want make we stay? They be engineer, they be pop, they be everything. They want to take our own land. Mazi ALOZIE, cross the road. Mazi ALOZIE, don't pay hand again, Jalo Kwako. We not Mazi ALOZIE, this is just they say we are joking. Fulani all our leader. We say we the joke. They think it is them. They the sheep. All the time we cannot be able. They we cannot borrow. This state Biafra will not come. Every nation of this continent will be shut down. Nonsense. They the sheep. Fulani that the win. When I saw these governors, when they split from our land, when they go come for Sultan of Sokoto, come collect authority before they go come, they kill us. They kill us. They bring good America, they kill us. When I say our leader, Fulani, okay, too much cabinet, let me continue before. Fulani, when I see Isaiah chapter 36, Fulani, Isaiah chapter 36, and Isaiah chapter 37. Fulani, then they win. If you see our leader, if we see our leader to see any support for his body, any Fulani waiting for this planet, no day we know to Biafra. No leader, it's not the leaders waiting for you to balance. All the leaders waiting for North, we go kill all of people. We not tell the joke. They cannot bring our leader to us, but then this people, they don't think with the joke here. We know the
Mazi, we are not killing anybody. We'll let them keep killing. It is the people that commit crime. It is the people that think that they are the only ones that know how to kill. It is the people that have no value for your life. Those are the people that your other people are aiding and abetting. We are stopping at 1:30. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi ALOZIE. Good evening. Udo delege. Delekwalu onye isi anyị bụ Nnamdi Kanu. Biko o nwere ihe nchọ ka m kwuo. I want to say something. There's a woman that called yesterday. She was talking and crying. That these people, my name is Obu Agolo. It's Monisha. I'm calling all the way from Monisha. Anambra State, Biafra land. Woman was talking and crying that they have perfected plan to kill our leader. That it will be like that of Abiola. That after some time, the tension will die down. The woman was mentioning somebody that is using Facebook to propagate his followership. We want, in this Radio Biafra, we want to know the name of that man. The woman said, we have known. I have not known. The woman said that we have known the man that is using Facebook. We want to know the name of that man. Remember when our leader was kidnapped in Kenya? There was a total outcry. The only thing that made me to survive is that I have had Nnamdi Kanu. I saw him when they put him into trial and they bring him out. If not so, that night I heard that he was kidnapped, that is now in Nigeria. It is only God that saved me. I nearly died that night. My body was very hot till the next day. But I have started to calm down. Why I'm talking is that I'm one of the veterans. I fought in Biafran Zoo army, Zoo war. I'm 73 years old as I'm talking. But we are following seriously. Please. Let us see if our legal team, even our medical team that are going in to see him, any day they go in to see him, if they come out, let them tell us his condition, so that they will be encouraging us to be following and be having patience. So please. Another thing is that since the DOS announced that sit at home every Monday have been suspended, I don't know who is giving a different order. Some of our young boys are still enforcing sit at home every Monday. Even the last Monday it happened. I don't know who is giving that counter order that they should continue with their sit at home. Please, whoever that is giving that counter order should desist, because it's not doing us any good. Remember when our leader was kidnapped, the names of collaborators was announced. Then the one of them is vying for Anambra State governorship race.
Mazi, thank you. They will let other people talk. Time is running out.
Okay, it's all right.
They will. That's that. There's no point repeating those things. They are things of the past, and we know what we are seeing. We know what we are watching, and we know what to expect.
To the Nigerian national anthem, Mr. Albert Congo, right?
So that's what it is. We've been here for a while. Let me check this number. You've been calling all day, so let me see if I can get you, and after that I will close. Call your name and where you're calling from. I'll help Biafra, Mazi Abrakwe. Go ahead.
Mazi, thank you so much. Thank you. God bless. Mazi, I just want to say a very big thank you for the good job you are doing, and also want to encourage our people to remain resolute. Yes, honestly speaking, we are at a very difficult time, and I know it is true that when the problem actually at times is not what we are looking at, but what we are seeing. Looking at all that is unfolding today, happening in our land, we are looking at a lot of things, but our main concern is America. If God did not punish and destroy America, I will know He is not God. Mazi, I am very angry. If God did not destroy America, destroy it, I will know He is not God. In the face of all this evil, America is still here. I go on Twitter, I attack some people. God will punish him and punish all of them. American interest is not only oil and gas, but the right of Christians and particularly Biafra.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention, but kidnapped by this Taliban. And America is still there considering to go and order God will punish it. But if among them, God will preserve. Mazi, I understand that the problem we are in today and the solution to this problem, Mazi, not that we don't know it. We know it. But I don't have market America. That is the problem. Mazi, it is to kill our enemies, and we shall get there, but not now. But no, Mazi, keep on. I will call in tomorrow. God will bless you. Thank you so much. And all hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you. And that's the end of the call. And that is where we'll be ending today's program. Like I said, tomorrow, another day. Now, waiting they happen, where our Imo people will come to express themselves, say the things they want to say. Before we leave, let me remind you of something. When you're talking about one Nigeria, you're talking about saboteur. You want to sabotage. You want to do this. You want to do that. Think twice. They have perfected their agenda. They have perfected the system. They have put it in force. They are enforcing it on you. And there is a history. There is a trail. There is evidence for investigators, investigating murder. They tell you, follow the trail of blood. It will lead you somewhere. Follow the trail. Are we following the trail? They left so much. We see so many. And we've seen where those trails landed was as we were following them. It is not one trail. It's not two. It's not three. You are in a place where you think you are safe, but you're not. For those of you that normally think you're not vulnerable,
that is lying here was killed by a Fulani herdsman. This matter will not be ignored. Our communities will maintain some peace so that Rivers government will look into this matter and chase Fulani herdsmen and their cows out of River State. We are saying that they are not supposed to be here anymore, so that one day they will not regroup and come and attack our communities. Our farmlands are no longer safe. This is one of our sons here in Edema. This is one of the cases. There are other cases that people have been killed in one or two occasions. We are not going to let this one go anymore. So please, we will address our communities to be calm for now. We expect that Rivers government will look into this matter soonest and see how this family can be visited. This is a young man with family. This is a young man with wife and children. Look at everywhere. Filled with people arising from this attack of Fulani herdsmen. In the wake of today, we heard that the Fulani herdsmen are attacking our people in the bush, in our farmlands. And this is one of the evidence instances. A young man from the community have also had another incident of another woman that has been attacked and killed by this. Hello, young man.
I'm Mr. Confidence, I'm in the farm, and someone called me, and when I'm here, when I pick the call, the word I hear that some Fulani henchmen killed my younger brother. And I'm rushed over there, and when I'm reached there, what I see the dead body of my younger brother. What is?
You are not exempted. They have been doing it. It has been ongoing. And now they do it, they tell you it's ESN. It's IPOB. Always look back. Statistics, information you gather will point somewhere. For the saboteurs, you are not excluded. This is where we'll be ending today's broadcast. We've been here for quite a while, and tomorrow, they happen. So I thank all of you for listening, and you all have a nice day. Till tomorrow.
In the year of our Lord 2021, without wasting any time, let us go directly to our head of directorate, Mazi ALOZIE. Please welcome and over to you. Mazi, can you unmute yourself, please? Mazi, go on.